Son, it's only fair that I tell you all I know. That I don't rely on a bunch of cliche expressions on what happiness really is, as I'm raising you in my home. So I'll start with being honest. Sometimes, life is gonna suck. And that's not a metaphor for anything just yet. I mean, sometimes life is just going to suck. Now, I'm not trying to be a pessimist. You see, the fact is, I'm actually much more of a realist. And if you don't know what real is, then how can you claim to know happiness? You'll hear over and over again that happiness comes from the heart. But if you asked me, I wouldn't agree. Not completely. And on a side note, don't believe everything you hear or read or see. I want you to question, even if it's an authority and even if it's me. Son, I believe happiness is born in our brain when we make a conscious decision on how we're going to live each day. And that's regardless of circumstance, so don't let that get in the way. Because undoubtedly, there will be nights when you wake up from spending what seems like hours with a lost loved one, only to wake up and realize it was just a dream. Tossing and turning in your own sweat and tears, fighting back the curse words you have for a greater being. There will be the pressures of fitting in to make friends, deciding where you want to go to college and where and when you'll land your first job. There will be a day when you realize your girlfriend is actually a feline that just sucked the air right out of your baby lungs. It's when the girl you thought you were supposed to marry turns out to be a bust. And here's your metaphor. Sometimes life just really sucks. But I'm not going to end on a note like that. Let me bring it back and make it make more sense. Because there will be times when you ask yourself, what's the point? How do I deal with all this? The point is, we're all in this thing called life together. And you're not the only one going through something tough. So when your chest starts to feel empty, see who else needs some filling up. Give the cashier at the grocery a thanks and a smile. When you see someone out, let them know. Don't make them feel exiled. Pay for the car's food behind you in the drive-thru. Hold open the door for the person behind you. Pick up the mail for your elderly neighbor. Buddy, life is not something you scarf down. It's something you savor. Be a positive light that lets those around you know that they can cry with you, laugh with you, scream with you, sigh with you, love with you, be bummed with you, hide with you, run with you, and most importantly, try with you. Try to make the best out of every snowball that hits you in the face as soon as you put down your shield. So my advice is, love everyone, even when you don't think they deserve it. Because the word deserve is derived from a word that's fictitious. You see, too many young people have a heightened sense of entitlement and a life with no mission. But the truth is, nobody deserves anything, and yet you can earn everything if you have the ambition. What I hope that you get from this, and I hope that you listen, is not a long list of life lessons, but a message of love that exceeds any distance. Because even though I haven't met you yet, I already can't wait to see your face when I pick you up from your very first school day. And when I take you to your very first play date. We're going to go fishing and tear up a field on Saturday, but best believe we're going to make it home early enough to get some rest because Mama's making us go to church on Sunday. I'm telling you all of this because I want you to know that happiness is not just a feeling or a mood. It's a decision that we make, which defines our entire attitude. And I wish that I had a good metaphor or simile to tell you the depths of happiness that you can truly reach in your life, but I don't. Because all I know is I haven't met you yet. And until then, I won't.